Let me ask you something personal. What happens if you don't show up to work tomorrow? No email, no Zoom call, no showing your face. Does the money still come in? For most people, and I mean the vast majority of working adults on this planet, the honest answer is absolutely not. The moment you stop working, the money stops as well. Like a faucet, you turn the handle, water flows. You let go, nothing. That's not a job. That's a hostage situation. And the wild part? Most of us walked into it voluntarily, signed the paperwork with a smile, and called it financial stability. Today, we're blowing the lid off that whole arrangement. Because here's what nobody teaches you in school, and what your employer is definitely not going to volunteer. There's a way to break the link between your time and your income without blowing up your entire life or quitting your job to sell coconuts on a beach. Stick with me. This video is going to change the way you think about money, time, and the deal you've been making your whole adult life. Before we get into the good stuff, make sure you hit that subscribe button and ring the bell. We post videos every week that your employer really does not want you to watch. 1. We're going to break down why trading time for money is, bluntly, a broken model. Not because it's evil, but because of the hard math behind it. 2. We'll talk about the difference between active income, leveraged income, and passive income, and why most people never make it past level 1. 3. We're going to cover 5 specific strategies you can start building right now without quitting your job. And I mean that literally your 9 to 5 can actually fund the escape plan. And 4, and this is the part most finance content skips, we'll talk about the mindset shift that has to happen first, because without this, you'll keep running on the same hamster wheel with a fancier wheel. By the end of this video, you'll have a clear picture of how money can work for you instead of the other way around, and a realistic starting point that doesn't require you to be rich, lucky, or unreasonably attractive. Let's get into it. Drop a comment right now. Just type 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5 to tell me which section you're most excited about. Now let's address why the time for money model is a trap. Here's the uncomfortable truth that nobody puts on a motivational poster. There are only 24 hours in a day. You sleep through about 8 of them, hopefully. You work through another 8. That leaves you with 8 hours to eat, exercise, have a personality, raise your children, and somehow also build your dreams. The time for money model has one fatal flaw. It's capped. No matter how hard you work, no matter how many promotions you get, your income is always limited by the number of hours you can physically sell. And unlike Jeff Bezos' net worth, your hours do not compound. Here's the real kicker. Your employer already figured this out. They pay you a salary or hourly rate, and then they take whatever you produce and sell it for significantly more. That gap between what you earn and what you generate, that's the entire business model. You're not an employee. You're a margin. Now, is that evil? Not necessarily. Businesses take on real risk. That's fair. But the problem is when you never start thinking like a business. When you stay in employee mode forever, trading hours for dollars, never building anything that works while you sleep. The math alone should scare you. If you earn up to $80,000 a year, as someone who lives in a top-tier country and you stop working for a year, you have zero income. Meanwhile, someone with $80,000 in a business or investment asset that returns even 15% quietly pockets $12,000 doing absolutely nothing. Same amount of money, radically different relationship with time. That's the gap we're trying to close. If this is already making you think differently, smash that like button. It genuinely helps this video reach more people who need to hear this. Now let's talk about the 3 tiers of income, because this is where things get interesting. Think of income like a building. Most people leave permanently on the ground floor. Let me walk you through all 3 levels. Floor 1, active income. This is the time for money exchange. Salary, freelance gigs, consulting by the hour. The moment you stop, it stops. Nearly everyone starts here, and there's nothing wrong with that. The problem is treating the ground floor like the whole building. Floor 2, leveraged income. This is where things start to get interesting. Leveraged income means your effort generates income beyond the moment you put it in. A YouTube video you made 2 years ago still gets views and earns ad revenue. A digital course you built in a weekend sells on autopilot. A team you train handles the work while you sleep. You still work, but your work multiplies. Floor 3, passive income, the holy grail, and also the most misunderstood. Real passive income means your money or your systems are doing the heavy lifting. Dividend stocks, rental property, royalties, a business you no longer have to run personally. True passive income is rare and takes time to build. Anyone selling you instant passive income in a 48-hour course is lying to your face with a smile. Here's the key insight. You don't have to choose one floor. The smartest financial move you can make right now is to use your active income from floor 1 to fund and build your way to floors 2 and 3 without blowing up your life in the process. Your 9 to 5 is not the enemy. It's the launchpad. Are you starting to see how this works? Let's get into the real meat of this video. 5 strategies that work in the real world, not in a fantasy where you already have $1 million lying around. Strategy number 1. Productize your expertise. You know things. Specific, valuable things that took you years to learn on the job. Stop selling that knowledge by the hour and start packaging it. Write an ebook. Record a mini course. Build a template bundle. Sell it once on Gumroad or Etsy, and then sell it again and again and again without doing anything extra. The work happens once. The income doesn't have to. A junior HR manager who packages a How to Nail Your First Performance Review guide for $27 a copy and sells 200 copies has just made $5,400 from something they built in one weekend. That's leveraged income, and it started from a regular job. The second strategy, invest consistently, even small amounts. This one isn't glamorous. Nobody's going viral on TikTok about putting $100 a month into a money market fund. But compounding is the closest thing to a financial superpower that actually exists. Time in the market beats timing the market. Every time. Start small, start now, and be relentlessly consistent. Whether it's stocks, mutual funds, ETFs, or treasury bills, the goal is to put money into things that earn money while you're busy doing other things. This is how you build floor 3. Slowly, boringly, and remarkably effectively. Strategy number 3. Create content around your niche. Yes, I know. Start a YouTube channel is about as fresh as drink more water. But hear me out. Content creation is one of the most scalable things a regular person can do currently. A video, an article, or a podcast episode you make today can generate clicks, subscribers, and revenue for years. That's not hype. That's just how digital content works. You don't need to be an influencer. You don't need a ring light and a film crew. You need to know something useful and be willing to share it consistently. Start with what you already know from your job. Your industry knowledge is content gold that most creators don't have. The fourth strategy, build a side business with a scalable model. There's a crucial difference between a side hustle and a side business. A side hustle is you doing more work for more money. A side business is you building a system that eventually does the work for you, or at least does more than you could do alone. Think dropshipping, or an agency that hires contractors, a subscription newsletter. How about a physical product with a reliable supplier? The goal isn't just extra income. It's building something that can operate beyond your personal hours. Start it small. Run it alongside your job. Reinvest early profits. Don't quit until the business replaces at least 80% of your salary consistently for 6 months. That is not being overly cautious. That is being smart. Strategy number 5. Buy or build assets. This one requires a mindset shift, and it's the most important strategy on this list. Every time you get a raise, a bonus, or extra cash, the temptation is to upgrade your lifestyle. Bigger apartment, newer phone, fancier car. That's called lifestyle inflation, and it is the silent killer of financial freedom. Instead, ask yourself, is this purchase going to make me money or just cost me money? An asset puts money in your pocket. A liability takes it out. Before your next big purchase, run it through that filter. You don't have to be a monk. Enjoy your life. But be deliberate about directing a meaningful portion of every income increase toward things that grow your net worth, not just your comfort level. Which of these 5 strategies are you starting with? Comment below. I genuinely want to know. And if you've already started one of these, tell me how it's going. Now let's talk about the mindset shift that changes everything. You can know all 5 of those strategies. You can screenshot this video, save it to 3 different folders, and send it to your group chat. But if your mind is still wired to think like an employee, To think that security comes from a paycheck, that money requires your direct effort, that building something of your own is for other people, nothing changes. The deepest shift you need to make is this. Stop seeing your time as your most valuable asset to sell. Start seeing your thinking, your systems, and your creativity as the real product. Employees sell time. Entrepreneurs and investors sell outcomes. The moment you start asking, how do I make this work without me being present for every hour of it? That's when you've made the mental leap. Also, and I say this with love, stop waiting until you feel ready. You will not feel ready. Readiness is a myth invented to keep people comfortable and stationary. The people winning financially right now are not smarter than you. They just started before they felt ready. The best time to start was 5 years ago. The second best time is today, right after this video. Seriously, close this tab and go do something. Before I wrap up, if this video gave you even one useful idea, please share it with someone who needs to hear it. You might literally change someone's financial trajectory today. Here's the bottom line. Trading time for money is not your destiny. It's just the default setting. And defaults exist to be changed. You don't need to blow up your career, move to Bali, or manifest anything. You need a strategy, a starting point, and the willingness to be consistent before it feels like it's working, because that's exactly when most people quit. Use your job to fund the escape. Build something that runs beyond your hours. Invest in assets. Package your expertise. Create things that outlast the moment you made them. Slow, intentional, boring, consistent action, over time, is the most radical financial rebellion you can pull off. And the funniest part? You can do all of it while still showing up to that 9 to 5 on Monday morning with a coffee in hand and a quiet secret in your chest. If you're ready to go deeper, I have a video right here about building your first income stream with zero startup capital. Watch that next. And if you haven't subscribed yet, what are you doing? Tap that button. I'll see you in the next one.